is happening in this place. Listen, that song right there, babe. It'll probably be on repeat for the next couple of days. That and Latter Rain, they gonna be alternating. It's gonna be them too. That's what it's gonna be. Hey y'all. Ooh, that song put me in a different space. What did I forget? My phone. Give me a second. Ooh, ooh, that's a nice song. Real, real nice. That's riding music right there, baby. You put that on when you going out of town. That is the only thing I miss. Like, well, not the only thing, but one of the things I miss about being with my kids is, baby, we road trip people. We about to back this car up, get our riding music, baby, and we gonna ride out, be sleeping and chilling and doing our thing. That is the one thing I miss. One of the things that I miss about being with my babies. Cause we'll ride out, baby. We don't even tell nobody. I wake up and be like, y'all wanna go out of town? They be like, yeah, mom, let me get my stuff. they don't need about but 20 minutes. If they got a shower, an hour, baby, and we is on the road. You hear me? A real fast, real quick. They are like that, mom. They will leave. They do not care. They will leave everything and move somewhere else and start over. They don't care. They don't care about that at all. You hear me? So anyway, put your armor on. Did you hear what I said? You gave me half a sandwich and cared for my daughter and no people were around in my dream. Oh, you had a dream? Interesting. Interesting. You said you gave me a half a sandwich and cared for my daughter and no people were around in my dream. Interesting. You know what I've been sending out lately? Bread pans and bread kits. So that's funny because you can't normally have a sandwich without some bread. And I've been worried about my babies being able to have bread. Ain't that interesting? That's confirmation. I was thinking about that today because some more of our bread pans got delivered today. They taking forever with those, so it makes it look like I'm not doing my job. But I am. I am. I promise. I'm like, why? If these were ordered almost 3 weeks ago, are they just getting delivered today? What is but Christmas? I forgot the holidays, a lot of orders, and so let me just calm down. You hear me? Interesting. Well, you ran into me in real life, and I be telling you to get your food together. So God said, even if it's a little bit, you listening to that lady over there, you'll have something. You hear me? But I literally just looked. Bread pans are being delivered today. Bread kits are being delivered tomorrow. So that's just confirmation, Punky. Thank you. Because I said, Dad, I need something that's valuable. Bread is valuable. Is it not? Is bread not valuable? It's real valuable right now. And it's about to become even more valuable. Is it not? Bread. Something so simple that we let whole loaves go bad, but you understand. And for you to come in here and say I gave you a half a sandwich, baby, you all in my conversation with Dad today. Because he told me to send out bread kits and bread pans, and that's what I've been doing in here. You come in here saying you ain't been here, but you had a dream that I gave you had a half a sandwich. Sounds like confirmation to me. What about y'all? You said, yep, I just bought 10 bags of pancake mix and flour. Come on. Yeah, that part. I'm gonna need y'all to stay out my business. Please and thank you. But it does bring confirmation. Because people probably like, why is she sending out bread pans? Because if you in prison, they give you bread and water and you can live for years. No, you might not be the healthiest apart, people, but you'll live, right? There are places where you only get bread and water. You hear me? So if you got bread and water, here we go. You hear me? I'm trying to tell y'all think I'm joking, but I'm like, okay, Dad. What can we send out that'll be valuable now and later? Well, with the internet being available and different things being available right now, you can get your experience. You can watch the videos and learn how to do it. So when those things are not available, you ain't messing up your stuff. So then you have to find time. No? Hey, y'all. You have to make time to learn a new skill every day that's going to be valuable maybe in the next 5 to 10 years. Which I know I'm pushing it, but moving on. You hear me? I grab extra this and extra that when I go shopping. Good job. And it wasn't as hard as I thought. Come on, Brene. Come on, Brene. I was just thinking about my Brene. She's very stubborn. Yeah. Y'all, I was just thinking about my Brene. My mom gave me 2 bread pans, 2 kinds of vanilla flavored packs, and a country ham, 2 cans of apples, and a Christmas basket. I was excited about them bread pans. Come on! I already know. I know it. I know. God bring people, listen, he don't bring people, like, it, y'all don't know how many of y'all I identify with people of my biological family. He be telling me about y'all. I already know. And for me to be thinking about my older daughter a lot today, and then you to come in here is too many confirmations at one time. I've only been on here for 6 minutes and 53 seconds. Okay. Anyway, do you got your shield and your notebook and your tablet, or however, if you watching me, wherever you watching me, do you got your stuff? You're gonna need all your study stuff. You're gonna need some tissues, a shield, maybe a helmet. And if you got sensitive feet, you'll want to put some steel toes on. I'm just trying to think of everything because I love y'all. And I just want to tell you I love you. If nobody told you today they love you, I do. And tough love, sometimes we need it. Okay? Ooh, be careful what you type, Tasia. Be careful what you type. You gotta type it nice, because they own it. You said I'll watch it later. You come on back here. No, I'm just playing. If you gotta go, I love you. Hey, that's why we record later, sis. So we'll see you. She said, let me go. You said I'm gonna wrap my knees. Listen, we got Tylenol and bandages in the corner. Listen, for those of you that need a pass, you gotta be careful what you type. But y'all know we love taps. Love taps, gentle taps. It's the stuff we gonna type. Okay? Not kind of like Dior bags. So, gentle taps, love taps, you know, those type things. Strong hugs. Kisses on the forehead. Instead of what we used to say. Yeah, you're welcome. Good. Right. Hey, Rika. Listen. Hey, everybody. So, we're just going to jump on in. But that song, the song of the day is In This Place. In This Place by Mervyn Mayo. Mervin Mayo, like my favorite sandwich spread. Oh, my freaking. Oh, my goodness. This baby just came in here talking about a half a sandwich. And the song that I told y'all about, it didn't say Mervyn salad dressing. Well, that's the song of the day. Listen, well, Rika and that's the song of the day. Right. And I love mayo on my sandwich with a little bit of salt and pepper, baby. Listen, I don't eat salad dressing. I don't like that. Not on my sandwich. But she came in here saying I was in her dream, and it was a half a sandwich involved. And I ain't that we've been sending out bread pans this whole last couple weeks, and bread kits, either bread pans or bread kits. You hear me? And then we listening to Mervyn Mayo today, Mayo or Mayo, whichever it is. He said, "I just want to help you find your way." Come on, girl. I was in here. You know our girl. You know our girl is in here, baby. It's on repeat right now. It's that and Let It Rain about to be alternating probably for the next week. What you mean? I said, oh, yeah, today and tomorrow and probably the day after that. So can I ask y'all a question real quick? Y'all remember when I told y'all the story about my mama and her 4 kids and how 2 of them she feel like is this and 2 of them she feel like is like that, right? Remember I told y'all she told me I was one thing, but I could have swore I was the other thing. But then to find out about this handwriting, even further proves why God allows me to stay by myself. Because when people be thinking about one thing, they don't even know. My mind then went to, yes, Your Honor. Whenever that yes, Your Honor comes up. You learn, I mean, I had a feeling because I researched some things and I look at what I watch and it's all about, yes, Your Honor. Or for 35 years, this person lived like, right. I can't go to sleep if I ain't watching that. Do you hear me? I cannot go to sleep if it is not something that is, I said that could be scary to people. That could be scary. That could be very, 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 very scary. Think about it. Laying next to a person that can only go to sleep to yes, Your Honor. And there has to be crime scene investigators involved. And so that you can look to the trajectory of the splatter paint and matching beams to other beams to see if the magic beams match. That part, Miss Moore. But it didn't progress. It used to be Law and Order. That was fine. Now, no, I said, God, you gonna have to help me. Cause that makes so much sense. Listen, I know they do, but I don't know. That's why it would make you think, why would you even try to be crazy with a person like that? Do that make sense? You gonna jump crazy with a person that literally watches shows about yes, Your Honor all day. And you won't talk crazy to them? You're nuts. They special is. Because people be doing research without even knowing they doing research. Crazy. True crime. You said true crime or X-Files rocks me right to sleep. Show do. Show do. I said that is, maybe that needs to be looked into. I don't know. Mm-hmm. But you know what I thought about? No, it makes sense. Because think about this. You can't type that. You cannot type that. If I just said we gotta type stuff like love text, that means we don't say the stuff we used to say. They're trying to get rid of my account, but we don't type stuff like that. That's why I'm talking the way I'm talking, Funky. You guys gotta read the room, please. And I'm overseeing it because now we ain't gonna be here, and I don't want folks to know what happened. That everything I've been saying for the last 3 years. Y'all gotta watch what y'all type. Okay, so anyway, back to class. Y'all ready? You got your stuff on? Do you? What I was gonna say was, it makes sense not because women are this or people are that, but think about the people that God used. Think about the people that God used and the situations that they were in. They didn't go bothering nobody, but they wasn't running from anything either. You see what I'm saying? They did not go bothering and pestering nobody. Long as you wasn't disrespectful or whatever, we can live in peace. No? Unless they saw someone that was being unjustly treated, they moved just normal every day. Right? No? David? What about Gideon? Jacob and his sons? They didn't go bothering nobody. But they definitely wasn't running from no interactions either. You hear me? So it makes sense in a way. Because there were several things that God instructed the Israelites to do that involved strategy, was it not? Was it? Don't go around this way because the 2 kings is right there. I want y'all to go around this way. And then I'm going to blind them, and then you can lead them right into the other. Or I'm going to deliver them over into your hands. What would God be saying when he was saying that? What does it mean to deliver your enemy into your hands? What does that mean? Have you really thought about it? Right, victory, but what exactly does victory look like? And why would God put your ops right at your hand, like arm's length from you, and tell you where they're going to be? Tell you what they frame of mind is? Why would he do that? Hello? to prepare you and to protect you, but understand what I'm saying to you. And I'm being real. Y'all don't want to talk about it. Just say y'all don't want to talk about it. Okay. Can I give y'all a scenario? Say that there is a known boxer upper. A known boxer upper. Okay? So these people are known, they can box whatever they need to box, and it's going to be stashed away. You get me? This person is known for being a boxer upper. Okay? And you find out that this person has said there's someone in your home, they're going to box them up. Like, and you know for a fact that this person's reputation says if they said it, they will box you up. God tells you not to worry about it. And then one day you're driving down the street, but who do you see? And they don't see you. Maybe they're on their way to your home to box somebody up in your house or everybody. A lot of times back then when God said, I'm going to deliver your enemy in your hands, it was because he knew the heart of the people that were searching for his people. And he knew that they would be relentless in boxing every last one of them up. And there was times and places where the Israelites had to be the boxer uppers. Do you hear what I'm saying? God literally placed the people that boxed up everybody around them and said, here, you could box them. Does that sound fluffy to you? Most times when God sends a boxer upper, it's because he has given a person a gazillion times to not be like a Brillo pad, real abrasive and stuff, and just real, and you just gonna keep on just doing stuff. God said He prepared the line of boxes for him. Come on now. It's a real thing. Okay? People forget that He don't like people treating nobody crazy. Especially if this person ain't did nothing to you. And He knows that you will bring your children with you to mock and ridicule and teach them your ways. So sometimes He just box up everybody, young and old. Don't even worry about it. We ain't gonna have to be worried. Ain't nobody in the neighborhood gonna have to be worried about this problem no more. And sometimes we wonder why certain things happen, because God knows that the generations are only getting worse. So if you are this bad right now, and the grandma encourages it, and the uncle encourages it, and the aunties and the cousins, and they standing 10 toes down and doing just all kind of whatever they want to do, well, you teaching the generations after you. You said you speaking something that's happening right now in my life. Here we go. You ain't gonna get no better, because grandma, papa, aunties, nobody see a problem with it. So they just gonna get worse, more disrespectful, more whatever, more cutthroat, more whatever else it is. And this is why He says certain family members, nobody will ever even know that they existed. There will be no record of any of the names of you, because I don't want anybody to remember the horrible things that you did. That is crazy. I don't want Him to block my family name out because I'm so horrible and I'm teaching them horrible things. You said, yep, that's what's happening right now, my cousin and sisters. Because that ain't even where we was going in this. I don't even know. Okay, amen. Well, we gonna move on then. I didn't know where that came from, but that's what it was, so makes sense. Promise. And people be like, oh, you're hard on your kids. But life and God will be also. So will the devil. So I might as well go on and I'm hard on them in the right way. You welcome, Pumpkin. God knows. He knows I'm trying to tell you. Like, And sometimes we don't understand, but baby, He will help you. I promise He will. He will. And that's why I just rather learn His way, because it's easier. It might not be as quick or whatever, but it's all right. Okay. So you got your stuff on, you got your device, so you can go read with us. We're going to be in Malachi 3 in the easy read version, ERV. Y'all ready? Malachi 3 in the ERV. Yeah. Raise your hand when you got it. Okay. Here we go. It says, the Lord all-powerful says, I am sending my messenger to prepare the way for me. Then suddenly the Lord you are looking for will come to His temple. Yes, the messenger you are waiting for, the one who will tell about my agreement, is really coming. No one can prepare for that time or stand against Him when He comes. He will be like a burning fire. He will be like the strong soap people use to make things clean. He will make the Levites clean. which is the priest. He will make them pure, like silver is made pure with fire. Now, before we go forward, please tell me the steps of purifying gold and purifying silver. What all does it have to go through for you to be able to wear it or use it or whatever? What are the steps for purifying gold? And what are the temperatures that purify gold and silver? Mm-hmm. Excuse me. What we got? It has to be smelted and refined 400 degrees Fahrenheit. You welcome, pumpkin. You welcome. I want to see it. I want to see what you making it. I want to see it. I knew what you meant. I knew what you meant. 400 degrees. It goes through some kind of fire. It has to be shaped, and you have to cool it down with some water. Interesting. Interesting. Dissolve the silver. Ooh. In alloy with nitric acid. Interesting. So it has to be dissolved in acid. Silver does. To get all of the crap out of it. Gold has to be put through a furnace of up to 400 degrees to get all of the impurities out of it, is what you're telling me. And then it has to be heated up and then very quickly cooled down. Right. 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 Same process pretty much. Okay? So hold on. And it said to participate, and salt to participate the silver from washing. What is that? To take all the moisture out of the silver? So at any rate, there is a few processes that this raw silver or raw gold has to go through in order to, it has value raw because of what it is, right? If you got a hunk of silver or a hunk of gold, it's valuable as is without being refined. But once it has been refined, then it's even more valuable. Am I right? Am I right? So it's valuable as is, but once it goes through the refining process, gold or silver, it's now more valuable because then you can market it, sell it, mold it, do whatever you're going to do with it. So it's more valuable than it was in its raw state. Right? Like a raw diamond. Okay. Some people will like buying raw diamonds, but unless you have somebody to cut it, you're going to need to find somebody to cut it. Right? And then once you cut it and you clean it, then people will pay you more for it. Whereas if it's just a raw diamond with all the excess stuff on the ore and all of that on the outside of it, right? Once it is cleaned up and cut up and prettied up and buffed up and shined up, then it's worth more of it. Well, it's still worth value, but it's more valuable once it's been refined. Period. Okay. Quick question before we go forward. How many of you feel like you have been in the fire since you've been here, or there are things that seem to be almost unbearable, but you made it through it and you feel stronger because of it? You had to walk away from things, stop doing things, learn a different way, check yourself. But do you feel stronger now? Learn how to tell people no, whatever it is. Say no, I value myself, so I'm not going to keep giving myself to somebody I don't value, that doesn't value me. Thank you, Mr. Gentleman. Yeah. So you've gone through some fire and you've felt some uncomfortable things and had to really look at yourself, but all in all, you came out stronger and more refined. And so then your value has increased because, one, you see your own value. But some of you, not all, were raw gold or silver, and you either had to be put through the fire, or whatever process, whichever you choose to be, gold or silver, then you can understand why certain life situations might have showed up once you got over here. Interesting. Certain things probably never showed up until now. Well, now is when a lot of you got serious about your real relationship with God and what it was supposed to look like. There was no need to bring certain things to you prior to, because you weren't serious. It's like you ain't gonna talk about life goals with no person that you don't see yourself being with for your life. You like, no, we should just try to get through the weekend, because I don't even know if I like you yet. Come on. You said that part. Come on, Mari. You heard me? I just met you. What is you talking about 15 years from now? Who gave you a contract into my life for that long? You might not be here. I might not be talking to you for 2 weeks. Don't try to speak that into my life. I don't even know. No. You said, babe, cut off and block. Strong. You hear me? Swipe up, name. Blocked. Trash. Erase. Strong. You hear me? Moving on. You was saying what now? Can I ask you a question? And we talked about this, and then we're gonna move on. How many of you have realized the negative people in your life only call to siphon your energy? That's the only reason they call. It's not because they're concerned. It's because you have the energy they need. And if they can get you riled up, demons run on energy. They get strengthened. They get strength from energy. So it's the reason that negative person always calling you. It's a reason they keep showing back up. Because they need a fix. All the strength that God has poured into you for the last however long since they've been gone, they about to swipe it. Run that card. What? Empty. The account is empty. The account of joy, empty. The account of peace, empty. The account of security in God, empty. The shame account, though, is running high. It got some money in it. The regret account then ran all the way up. It's a whole ticket in there. That part. Yep. Mm-hmm. Listen. Trying to tell you. Listen. You said, yep, every time I open a Bible or join a class, I get an unnecessary call. No longer answering. Tootie! Boy, they be on it. Do you? Listen. You be like, I just. And see, I'm going to tell the truth. At first, I used to fall for the BS. But then I realized, hold on. Okay. Okay. I see what this is. You let a song come on that reminded me of the person. Then I grabbed my Bible and my phone ping. And even though they don't got my phone number, they didn't email me. Because you can't call because you blocked, so you didn't email me. Right when you go to fill up that space that checking account, that the devil emptied out, he like, oh no, I got to keep this in a deficit. I got to keep this in negative. I can't let you go back and start getting no more joy and no more hope, and you know what I'm saying? No, 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 no. No, I'm coming over there to get my money today. And if they have to steal it, they will. Because that's how the enemy works. If he has to creep in a window unaware in your spirit and go, because he know where, because you trusted him, so you showed him where the money is stashed at. You showed him where your spiritual value is, and you told them the things that you went through, and they don't realize that those things became your strength. But they go in there and try to siphon stuff out of their strength, out of your belief in God, and siphon out 10, 20 here of your minutes that you didn't put in with God, and they couldn't know. You said spiritual value. Yeah. It's a cost for everything. Spiritual and carnal. Is it not? You very rarely get things free. Well, not our community, but most people, we get stuff free. God be doing all kind of stuff for us. But I'm just saying. You heard me. We get stuff free. We do. We get stuff free, but a lot of people don't. So with that, yeah. You hear me? God. Anyway, moving on. Let's go. We're just gonna go over here. All right. It says, he will make them pure like gold and silver, and then they will bring gifts to the Lord, and they will do things the right way. How many of y'all was going to church and felt like, because you was a good person, that God was pleased with your life before coming here? Be honest. If you read your Bible a couple different times a year, or gave a little money here or there, or did something, you like, I'm a good person. I know. Matter of fact, let me just ask a question. Who just knew they was going to heaven before they came over here? You just knew for a fact that you was on your way. You know you had you a seat. Oh, I ain't worried about it. I know I'm going to heaven. I be like, man, people be confident. I wish I had that kind of confidence, because I don't know. When you got here, did that change just a little bit? Were you so sure that you just knew you was going? Hey, you said I didn't know, but I thought I was a good person and didn't read the Bible. You said it sure did change quickly. So you gonna ask? I was about to ask you how long did it take. You said yeah, it changed real fast. No, yeah, I thought I saw a heavenly key. I guess I didn't. I got my confirmation when I started joining your class. You said, yep, you changed it a whole 360. Listen, it changed a whole lot. Then you was like, wait a minute, it ain't as easy to give it. Because I could have swore I paid for me a key with all the. It took Second Baruch and what we now know of Revelations to change that thought. Uh-oh. Come on. Come on. Hey, come on. You said, yes, I had to think twice. You said, I'm at the back of the line. Listen, I thought I was a good person, but he said, hold on, Miss Goody Two Shoes. Let's talk about those other things. Listen. Listen. Yeah. Yeah. And them rivers with the 70K. Mm, 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 mm. You said I get humbled daily. Don't we all? Because he do not care about giving out love taps at all. Gentle hugs. He don't care about none of them. They knock the whole wind out you. His gentle hugs, they'll squeeze all the air out your chest. His gentle hugs, they're just so tight. You be like, listen. Once I realized he was not fluffy, that part. Some churches make you think you're going to heaven because they don't preach on sin. Oh! Hey, Tanisha. I just knew I was going to be raptured, and you squeezed me super tight. You know what, Shaniqua? You said you hugged me so. I knew that was a loving hug. I had to unlearn everything, and I had to unlearn everything I learned in 57 years. Now, that's amazing. Listen here. She said you hugged me real tight, real snuggly tight hug. Listen, girl. Listen, it's a real thing that you don't listen. It make a nigga uncomfortable. Like, oh God, all them times I thought I was doing something, and you was like, "Yep, still not doing nothing." That was the best hug I ever had. Come on. Just when I thought I was going in the right direction. Listen, we all. But we had to know when he said it ain't gonna be a lot of people on the narrow way. I took a break from work early this morning, 3:56, and started to journal because a strong memory of someone from the past came to my mind. And a lot of these moments have been happening to go back. Come on, nephew. But when you realize how much God loves you, you just will not subject yourself to things that don't really, they make that temporary feel good, baby, ain't worth it. Not with what I got to deal with, wondering if he tired of me, and I don't want to no more. Listen, I realize the Lord sends me here to, no, you can't type that. Gentle love taps. Gentle love taps. We can't type that stuff they trying to get rid of. But I got you. Listen, you said it was a much needed wake up call. My heart was hurting at one point. I was appalled. Listen. And that's why when people used to come in here trying to sell, I said, that ain't it. And forgive all those that I thought I forgave. And after that video you played for us concerning the forgiveness and the seeds that God showed me on Judgment Day, make me speculate on how did I forgive did my forgive for those people. Listen, this is my thing, right? Right. So with that, I'm telling you, I even been asking God to search my heart too. I'm like, Dad, you know, if it's something in there, let that go, cause I don't want no parts of that. I don't. Now I know that I don't have to be crazy either, and have people that I already know don't have good character around me, or they are not honest people. I don't have to be around those people, or people that have tried to destroy my life. I don't have to be around those people. I don't have to hate them. I need to forgive them, but I don't have to allow them back in my life either. You see what I'm saying? Because especially in the time that we're going in, and like I said, people can change. But most times, God will remove people out of your life because he knows that they don't feel the way you feel about, if we in this together, we in this together. They like, nah, I'm in it together with you or whatever until stuff go bad, then I'm jumping ship. You see what I'm saying? And so I believe at times too, God will move people out of your life because he knows that they'll let you gather up all the nuts. And then as soon as you go to gather up all the nuts, they'll have a bag to put all the nuts in and walk out like Santa Claus out the door. You see what I'm saying? So wisdom plays a part in that too. You know what I mean? Because if for 45 years you've always tried to backdoor me, why would I give you a 46th year? And it just makes me more miserable. And God has already kind of pulled me away from you too. And I keep, family or whatever that experience is to keep. Because the devil don't care about using your family members to bring you back into a situation. He will use whoever he can. Hell, a dog. Well, we need to talk about what's going to happen with the dog. Keep the dog. We don't need about. I'll get another one. Keep the card. Keep the bank account. Keep all of it. Take my name off of it, but you keep whatever you want to. You want the books? You want, what do you want? You can have this house if you want to. I go sleep in a what they call them, efficiency, baby. I don't know. I'm not about to try to fight you over nothing. You take whatever you want, and if you take what I want, God must have better for me. I'm not about to let no stuff hold me hostage. Nope. Nope. I'll start over. I done started over entirely too many times. I do not care about that. Take it out. You said, wow, the last 2 days I've had 3 people trying very, very hard to reconnect. No, thank you. I'm trying to tell you. Oh, I'm leaving everything. I done lived so much tough. People used to be like, you crazy. Yep, and God about to give me better than this. I ain't worried about it. Because if it's troubling me to stay here, it ain't nothing in here I want to be connected to. And so if I bring that to my next space, then every time I walk past that, I might have to have a memory. And if I'm trying to get away from you, I don't want to remember you. You hear me? I don't want to remember you. If I'm trying to get away from you, why would I bring something that reminds me of you to my new space? Hell no. It can't go. Baby, I'll leave with the clothes on my back. You can have everything. I do not care about none of that. Start over from scratch. I'm talking about pots, pans, money. I don't care. I'll leave a car and get on a bus. No. Because once people know that they can control you with something, they'll keep controlling you with it. They'll keep dangling it in your face. And then when you walk away from it, they be like, wait a minute, I didn't plan for that. Because most people, they're going to stay. You said women are usually material. How much did you pay for those rims? Oh, bro, shoot, 10 racks. How much was the paint job? 7,000. The interior? Shh. Bro, I had this Mexican lady gone and get me together, bro. That was 13,000 by itself. I ain't even gonna talk about the music, bro. Had my bro make the box for me. He didn't put the tweeters in there, nigga. It's almost $30,000 in a car. That ain't even the price of the car, nigga. You right, women are more materialistic. You'll spend more money on your car than you will your house and child support. Stop it. And your hoes. Let's not forget them. Y'all spend all y'all money for the hoes, honey. Go broke. Nigga. Start going to visit people with masks on, trying to keep a hoe happy. It's who materialistic. You better get it right. We ain't even added in the video games and the fake trips so y'all can go see y'all other hoes out of town. Baby, Don't ever come for us. Don't ever. Mm-mm. Yeah, don't ever come for us. You said, yes, I would spend money on good women. Mm-hmm. And good other stuff, too. She ain't got to be a good woman. It just got to be good. We gonna tell her like it is. See, you ain't gonna come over here. This ain't the place, I promise you. I grew up in a house with 3 brothers, baby, and all cousins. I know how it goes. So run that back to somebody else. These niggas got they fade and instantly talking about, yeah, the hoes about to be on me, bro. Yeah, buddy. She about to come up out them. Nigga, I got this little change up. I grew up, my best friends are guys, so no. You can't steal that over here. I was the other nigga at the crib. I'm telling you. I've been privy to all the conversations. Mm-mm. Oh, yeah. That is funny. People is crazy. I grew up in a house full of boys. I done heard it all. I know what y'all do for the Waymans. Mm-hmm. I know how y'all plot on the Waymans. I know how y'all be watching women's like prey. Mm-hmm. Listen, yeah. Mm-mm. Don't ever come for us. I'm a girl's girl, even though I grew up with boys. Now, I could be a real nigga too, but I tried. I'm in this stage of my life. I'm trying to get away from being a real nigga, and I'm trying to be a girl's girl. You hear me? So, there's that. Mm. Trying to get away from that. I'm trying to move on to a new area in life. You can't always be a real nigga. Sometimes you got to be a girl's girl. Red said same. I'm trying to tell you. Listen, I'm trying to tell you, Maury. Listen, you got to learn. You got to evolve. You can't always be or is. Sometimes you got to just be, you know. Cause listen, you get tired. You show, dude. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You do. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. I broke down to my cousin today. Can we have a vulnerable moment? Even though I don't like that word too much, but you gotta deal with it. Like, you have to be vulnerable, you know? It makes you connect with people better, is what I learned. Okay, so I broke down today. And I said, cousin, it has been 30 years that I have been, because let me go get my page so y'all can understand why I said what I said. Hold on. These books is raggedy. I know y'all books raggedy too, ain't they? Y'all devotionals raggedy. Who devotional is raggedy? I don't care how many you got. Do you have one raggedy one? If the page is falling out, you can see that you said mine is. Good job. That means you use them. Mm-hmm. That mean you use them. Okay. You said a few of them raggedy. Good job. That mean you use them. See, y'all used to laugh at me when y'all used to see where is it? I didn't put them up. I ain't about to pull it back out. But y'all know my Bible that was real. It didn't have no size on it or nothing. You said tears all over the pages and wrinkle. Come on. Mine look well loved. I need some rubber bands. Hilarious. Hilarious. Good job. That means y'all using them. My princess every day is falling to pieces. I'm trying to tell you. What you think God think about that? What you said, yep, mine is raggedy. What you think God think about that? He loves it. Because he knows that you're seeking for direction. Even if it's just something as simple as a devotional page, but a lot of times it hit you in it gives you a love tap. You said thought about trying to glue mine back together. Auntie sent me some glue. Auntie sent me some glue. You can. You sure can. Mm-hmm. You sure can. All right, so here we go. Y'all ready? Yeah. Here we go. Listen. Hold on 1 second. I be having all kind of stuff in here. There we go. Okay. It says, today's love letter is no compromise. No compromise. My beloved daughter or son, here we go. You never have to compromise your character to feel loved or accepted. Self-respect is a mark of honor. Anyone can follow the crowd, but you are not anyone. You are mine, and I will give you the strength to conquer compromise. I know you feel a pull in your heart every day to give in to peer pressure. The enemy comes to steal and destroy all the good things I have for you. There is a war for your soul, my beloved kid. Temptation is a test of your faith that only I can help you pass. Turn to me in prayer and trust I know what is best for my baby. Don't give in to temptation and don't give up the fight to do what is right. I promise I will carry you through the wicked winds that try to blow out the flame of your faith. Love, your Heavenly Father. Here we go. They do not compromise with evil, and they walk only in his paths. Now, right there is where I broke down, because was just talking to my cousin about how our family has a crowd mentality, and they don't care about singling just one out, and that just be the one. and everybody is gonna jump on the bandwagon, whether they know what's going on or not. They have a crowd mentality. And I said, cousin, for over 30 years, I've been walking by myself, and I just broke down. I said, I have always had to stand up against the crowd, always. Since I was young, always. It was always the biggest person. It was always the whatever it was always me and them, like my Goliaths, since I was a kid, right? Whether that be parents, family, whoever, it's nuts. And so I broke down and I was like, dang, your family is the same way, so you know exactly what I'm talking about, Nicola. Crazy, right? It's real crazy. And it be hard sometimes. It's like, dang, what I do? I ain't even did nothing to y'all. You hear me? So it says, you have charged us to keep your commandments carefully. Psalms 119. It says, starting today, I refuse to give in to any sort of peer pressure, but instead choose to be the one who sets a godly standard for others to follow. Broke down right there too. I will no longer follow the crowd, but instead I will stand out and stand against the enemy. I am my Father's, and he has me, and he will help me conquer compromise. I'm not compromising with my family. I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear. So if I'm not included in a group, it is what it is. I did what I had to do. I did my part, but I'm not going to keep trying to tell y'all something, and every time I turn around, it's some craziness or are met with opposition. Okay, well then, excuse me. Two things that make energy or are energy, excuse me. Water and electricity, right? And both of them flow where there's the least resistance, do they not? Water and electricity both flow where there is the least resistance, right? Right? Okay. So then why we be trying to swim upstream? Why do you keep going to the places? You hear me? Thank you so much, Pumpkin. I appreciate you. And I wasn't saying that to get whatever. That blessed me. Because sometimes you be feeling like, why? This don't make no sense to me. And God be like, you not part of the crowd and you not anyone. And people be like, oh, who are you? God said I'm not just anybody. So, I mean, you might not like it, but take it up with my dad. So, no, I can't get comfortable in only doing what the crowd is doing if God ain't in it. I can't get comfortable, certain things. I can't get comfortable doing it. And I'm grateful now. Back in the day, I used to be kind of like, dang, what's wrong with me? I didn't realize God was protecting me from so much stuff. You hear me? He was protecting me. Creatures of habit, right? And they always gonna find one to gang up on. Are they not? You can look in church. You can look at school. You can look at your job. You hear me? I've lost friends because I can't compromise my morals. It's not in me to do that. I'm trying to, what? Y'all see where I be? Because I don't even want to have to explain to you why I'm not doing that. The fact that you even want me to says a lot, and we shouldn't even probably be having this conversation. This ain't even plugged up. That's why it's cold in here. Have you ever looked into the Mahdi, the savior of Islam, being the Christian Antichrist? No, I haven't. Because it's another guy out too that they said is the Messiah a couple of years ago. Yeah. Why you keep typing everything in caps? Are you angry? Got called lame because I was unwilling to steal. Come on, girl. I'm not putting no holes in my pocket for you. You go on and put them holes in your pocket, and I'm going to wait for God to fill mine up. You fill your pockets up, and I'm going to wait for God to fill mine up. That's what we going to do. Because you filling up your pockets the way you want to puts a hole in the bottom of your pocket. God just going to keep growing mine. My pocket going to be able to hold whatever it is that he give me. You hear me? Do you understand? Because he going to already be engaged me. And I'm like, what I need this basket for? He like, hold on, just wait a little bit. Don't throw that basket away because you're going to need it. Okay? And then you trying to walk and not drop out everything that he done gave you. And the people, right, that chose to do the wrong thing gonna have that Cat Williams stomach virus face because they call themselves getting it for themselves. And God said, just wait, I'm going to bless you. And then I'm going to give you so much you can give it away to other people. But he might not allow you to give it to them. That's really going to infuriate them. You said, I ain't got no more hoes. Thank God. Come on, Brother Spencer. Come on. He said, I ain't got no more hoes. Thank God. Come on. Look at that. That's a testimony. on the. It's a lot of people that can't say that. They like, well, I got about 12. I'm trying to get it down to 6. Maybe 2 by the end of the year. I don't know. Oh, we at the end of the year. Well, maybe the end of next year I'll get rid of the other 2. Tootie, I'm trying to tell you my whole life I never fit in, and now I realize why I've been set apart. Girl, yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Y'all know how I go. We ain't gonna act like we don't know. But that's a testimony. Especially for men, because sometimes it's hard because women is crazy too. That's what I'm going through. Blessings flowing and blessing the ones who doubted me. I'm trying to tell you. In real life. But sometimes I'm telling you right now, he won't let you. Sometimes he won't let you. And it's crazy. And when my godmother used to tell me that, I used to be like, she said, baby, there's going to be some people God is not going to let you bless them. And I used to be like, what? And it started being a real thing. And I'm like, some people he won't let you. And if you do, going against what he says, sometimes he'll take away what he gave you. And I learned, okay, do you want me to bless them or not? Is this... Because sometimes he will send people, but sometimes the devil send... Don't forget that the devil dresses up like an old man coming to your door. I know about those holes in your pockets. I wouldn't be doing that mess again. Jeez, I'm trying to tell you. Think about Lucifer showing up, and he done showed up to a couple people doors looking like, oh, help me, and whole time he trying to take everything that God done bless you with. So that's where that wisdom comes. You said, man, I blessed somebody knowing I wasn't supposed to and lost it all in a matter of 24 hours. Oh my God. Listen, you good? You all right? I had to start asking God when I came here. I'm trying to tell you. God wants us to be wise. He do. Because what good is it if he just keep putting stuff in your hand and you keep squandering it? Whether it be, he wants you to be a giving person, but you also have to use wisdom because the devil is cunning and people don't want to acknowledge that part of it. We listen and we don't judge the growth. God made a way of escape. Yeah. Helping my friend out. I lost my Section 8. As soon as she left, I got it back. Come on. Oh, tell the truth. 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 Listen, they lost cars. Good job. I had to realize who was Lucifer showing up at the door dressed like a somebody asking for bread. And once I realized that if God told me to give him something, I did, but that don't mean I gotta let you on the inside and hear in whatever situation that is. Because the Bible says that the devil comes to steal, kill, and destroy. Don't forget that. And that there's wickedness in high places and dark places, and you gotta I already know how to go, babe. Okay, here we go. Come on. Let's get it moving. So it says, then they will bring gifts to the Lord, and they will do things the right way. Can I ask you a question? Even though you know none of us is perfect, do you feel like you are doing things the right way now, or at least trying to? Who feels like that? Anybody feel like you learning a different way to live? Anybody? The word, Tam said me. You learning a different way to live. You said, nah, I'm gonna do this right. The fact that that baby said, yeah, I wasn't gonna steal nothing, that's living right. You're not taking from nobody. If you close your body up and ain't fornicating no more, like my brother said, I ain't got hoes no more. That he's not a whoremonger anymore. That's learning how to live the way. That's living right. Now you might not be perfect, but you definitely ain't who you used to be. You said, I even think differently. Come on. See, some men will be like, no, whatever. God about to bless that man. You hear me? When you hold your body for God, he does miraculous things for you. I am a witness. But I guarantee you, when you giving that body up and you ain't married, or if you married and you giving your body up, because it's, folks, sin is sin, whatever. Baby, listen, it's a real thing. Things I once embraced now agitate my spirit. Listen here. Tell it. You be like, what? You want there to be a hole in my pocket. You want turmoil for me. That's what you want? You want chaos? You want drama? You want me to be sad? You want me to be irritable? Like, what? Why would you ask me to do that? Get away from me. And now y'all see why I just calmly look at people and say, go away. Go away. You want me to go back to that unsure place. That part. You want me to go back to not being sound in my mind and can't make a decision clearly. You like me in that middle place, because then you can manipulate this situation, and it don't even got to be nobody you with. It could be friends or whatever. This is why some people keep people on certain substances, because they can get what they need out of them without any, fight. That's right. I ain't where I want to be. Thank God I'm not where I used to be. Still pressing on. Come on. He comes knocking at the worst times, especially when you feel lonely and your body is yearning for touch and intimacy. Those is the moments that the magnifying glass has to be put on the right choices. Lit nephew. Listen. The devil does not want you when you're strong. We just talked I don't know if he was in here for the checking account. He has seen that your strength is up, and he about to get you to sin so he can empty that account out. Because he wants you to go back to that. He wants you to go back. He wants your account to go back to being in the negative. Negative emotions, negative finances, negative energy in your home, strife, this and that, negative, all of your connections is negative. You heard me? Took my son to the water park on his birthday. 6 of us, the worker thought we paid, told him no. My baby daddy cursed me out so bad, but I knew I had to be honest. I'm trying to tell you. You not about the, I'm not you. Okay. Exhibit A. Exhibit A. Exhibit A. Exhibit A. Exhibit A. Here we go. Now take this in. Because I'm going to say this to y'all. Even though you've been walking with your, like, whatever, a lot of y'all are babes in Christ right now. Will you agree? Like my sister said, I had to unlearn everything that I learned in 57 years, so she started over as a baby in Christ. Some of you are babes in Christ right now, for real, because this is your real relationship with God. Like before, you was associated, but now you are a babe in Christ. Okay. Okay. So listen to this. Since it has already been shown that demon spirits are able to gain entrance to a fetus and to children, it is obvious that there should be deliverance for them. Demons can be called out of children in the same way that they are called out of older persons. There will be manifestations of the spirit leaving through the mouth and nose and other deliverances. Right? This is not where I want it to be. Give me 1 second. There it is. Here we go. Demons are evil personalities. They are spirit beings. They are enemies of God and man. Their objectives in human beings are to tempt, deceive, accuse, condemn, pressure, defile, resist, oppose, control, steal, afflict, unalive, and destroy. Demons enter through open doors, and they have to be given an opportunity. There must be an opening. In other words, one does not pick up a demon by walking down the street, accidentally bumping into one that is looking for a home. It says the organization of Satan's kingdom enables him to attack each one of us personally. There is not one person on the face of the earth who escapes his notice. He devises a plan to ruin and destroy each one. It is a sobering realization that you and I are definite targets of Satan's wiles. But how does he gain entrance? It says the door for demons to enter may be opened by oneself through sins of omission and commission. And it talks about Ananias and Sapphira. And then, here we go. This is what I'm looking for. It says, evil spirits have no sense of fairness. Evil spirits have no sense of fairness. They never hesitate to take full advantage of times of weakness in a person's life. Ain't that what you just said, Mari? It's at your weakest moments that they show up, when they know that you need to be coddled, or you need someone to comfort you. Is that crazy? The phone always ring when you feeling something. No? Okay. Of course, the weakest time in most lives is childhood, baby saints. Childhood, baby saints. Baby believers. Baby new relationshipers. He know you vulnerable right now because you're relearning. You're learning how to walk. And he knows that babies have to lean on somebody until they get their balance. But he wants you to lean on somebody that's always going to tell you, I got you, I got you, I got you, and then drop you. And then you're going to run into that same person when you're learning to ride a bike. You're going to run into that same person on the playground that when you swing and they say, jump out, I'm going to catch you, and then they move. You learning how to walk correctly. Come on. Just took my kids out of school because of this homeschool now. Interesting. Interesting. Really? Wow. Y'all be doing what he do. Here we go. It says a child is completely dependent upon others for protection. Without question, the majority of demons encountered through ministry have entered the persons during childhood. Christian parents need to understand their responsibility to protect their children as well as how to deliver their children from demon oppression. I read that to say it's always when you're vulnerable that they gonna show up. Because a lot of times they are the ones creating the vulnerability. The situation for you to be vulnerable. Remember, Lucifer got a goal. Y'all don't think Job was vulnerable when he was going through all that? He lost all his kids, his livestock. We did it. The billions of dollars, trillions of dollars, whatever, quintillion. He lost 18 quintillion dollars. 18 quintillion dollars, if I even said that right. Right. In one day. In one day. 18 quintillion. You hear me? They create the chaos to give you their solution. Exactly. And that's how the devil get people trapped. It's temporary. It's like dissolving stitches. But they don't stay the whole time for you to heal. They open back up so that disease and all of those things, infection, can get back in. She did. She did. She sure did. Temporary solutions that actually have lifelong problems. Girl, let's get going. I'm trying to tell you. Yeah. Yeah. And that's why I be telling y'all, don't be so hard on yourself. You learning how to walk with Christ. We faked it. A lot of us was in walkers this whole time, and so we thought we could walk. I hate to say it, but sometimes church is like a walker. It's easy because everybody in there doing the same thing. Everybody in a walker. But what about when you can't be in a temple? What about when you got to be in a desert, in the mountains, or in a dangerous situation? Will you believe for real? Now you finding out if you can walk or not. Because ain't nobody there to tell you, oh, sister, you ain't been to church and this and that. You got to get up and do it every morning. You got to stop at 3:46 in the morning and say, no, I need to journal this. I need to get this out of my spirit. I need to. You hear me? Now you seeing if you can walk. Now you seeing if you'll keep the words that you spoke to God. Will you keep? God always keep his promises to us. We don't always keep our promises to him. He always keep his promise to us. It's us. And then we try to make it like he did something wrong to us. He like, you the one that didn't keep your promise. You said you was gone. Now you trying to flip it on me? So y'all be acting narcissistic with God? You and Dad be on time with the messages. Man, Hey, nephew. Don't ever come to me talk about a narcissist and you're the narcissist in the relationship with Jesus. You butter him up, say what you want he want to hear, and then as soon as he don't do what you want him to do, you talk about throwing somebody up else in his face and how they better than him, and how they better care you, and yeah. I don't know. Listen, I had to go and tell old boy I'm serious about my walk with God. I won't hurt him again. I'm trying to tell you, what you offering is not what he do. No, you said you are talking real. Listen, baby, the devil. I'm going to just go on and do this real quick. And I know they going to be on my head, but it is what it is. Y'all ready? Because we about to do this right here. If you feel it, just put a hand up. Okay? Can you do that for me? Just if you feel it, listen. I need you to listen. Don't listen. I need you to hear. I'll be right back. I can feel the power of God moving all over this place. The presence of God is all over this place. Yes, it's moving all over this place. I just want to help you find the atmosphere is shifting. It's shifting in this place. Yeah. I just want to help you find your miracles are working. Miracles are working right here in this place. I just want to help you find your soul. I'm being saved. In this place. They're being saved in this place. I just want to help you find your relationships are being restored. So come on and go with me. Come on and go with me. Yokes are being broken. Yes, it is. In this place. I just want to help you find your and bodies are being healed. In this place. Right here in this place. I just want to help you find your addiction is leaving your body. I just want to help you find your way. The spirit of sadness is being evicted. You're not welcome here. You're not welcome here. Your mountains are moving in this place. They're moving in this place. I just want to help you find your chains are being broken. You have to realize that storms are passing over. Storms in this place. Storms are passing over. Broken hearts are being mended. Come on and go with me. Woo! Come on and go with me. Our children are being baptized in the name of Jesus. Down as water in this place. I just want to help you find your way. Strongholds are breaking. In this place. Right here in this place. I just want to help you find your way. There'll be no more suffering. Come on. There'll be no more suffering. No. Wait. You can get back up again. You can get back up again. I just want to help you find your way. Come on and go with me. Listen here. Girl, I had that part on repeat too. Listen. You can get back up. You ain't gotta stay right there. It's okay if you messed up. God gonna show you. Do you push your baby back down when they fall? No, you grab their hands and you walk with them. That's what we here for. Come on. Listen. I just want to show somebody the way. That's it. I'm trying to help you. We all trying to get here. Mervyn Mayo in this place. You all in my journal every time. Oh, Pumpkin, I love you. Yes, it's called In This Place. Not God Didn't Tell. Come on, by Mervyn Mayo. Homework, music homework. You put on that and let her rain. Baby, if you don't get some good tears in that journal today, I don't listen. Yes, baby. It's about to be on repeat for a few days. Because in this place, think about it, y'all. But for real, all of that apply to WOIU, do it not? We could have used this internet for anything. But everything in this, girl, yes, and he's sharp too. Got that grown man swag. In this place where we at, I told y'all get y'all tissues earlier. That's why I told y'all, because I knew I was bringing that out. I knew I was bringing this song out. I was bringing it out, baby. He said eviction is about to be removed in this place. Just look it up. You can look it up on it's a Kirk Franklin, I think. But you know you can always just Google it. Let it rain. It's real good. You hear me? Think about the things that have changed in this place. Think about the lives that have been changed in this place. Think about the parents that are better examples of how you're supposed to live. Not spouting out a whole bunch of scriptures, but they don't see men and women running in and out of your bedroom no more. They don't wake up and it's bottles everywhere and you out of it. They don't wake up and ain't no food in the house because you've learned to be more responsible, baby. Now they pray before they go to sleep so they're not tormented at night. There are things that are changing and have changed in this place for the last almost 3 years, and I'm grateful for it in this place. That didn't feel like church and didn't feel pressure. You're not pressured to do nothing here. You chose to change. You chose to listen to God. You chose to get healing for your mind and healing for your soul and healing for your children and healing for your mama and healing for your family and healing for the lady at the job because you chose to change so God could trust you with information to then pour into somebody else's life. You said the twins are doing so much better in homeschool. Come on. I'm claiming that whole eviction lyric. Come on, God. Pull it in. You better play it till it's real. You better play it till it's real. Because God can come up with something in your county, honey. Sure can. Your niece works for a situation. I didn't even tell y'all. God, okay. Let's talk about it. Who remembers me? Y'all might not remember. I told y'all the story when my oldest daughter was young. She used to say she wanted to be a lawyer or a caseworker. Y'all remember me telling y'all that she was like 3 and she would walk around with her little pink briefcase. It was a plastic thing. And I said, you're right, you're going to be both of them. Don't worry about it. But if you're going to be a lawyer to help people. Right? She got on at the apartment complex. Remember I told y'all then she ended up getting picked to go help with eviction, the eviction coalition, something to help people like at the courthouse. So as a leasing agent, she would have to go down to the courts and say, well, we gonna give them more time, blah, 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 blah. But she worked for the apartment company. You know they wanted her down at the courthouse, so that's where she worked now. And she's thinking about going to school to be a paralegal. 22 years later, with 2 kids. You hear me? With 2 kids. God will place you in the position where you ain't even got to pay for the school, and he'll put you right in a job where they'll train you, and then you can go and do what you need to do. But are you willing to go through some stuff to be placed? Joseph had to be put in jail, sold off into slavery and all kind of stuff to be able to rule the kingdom. You can't always start at the top. God want to give you some experience. You hear me? You show right, Dimple, Tangela, it ain't never too late. But it does come with obedience. Let's go. I'm trying to tell you what I know. My dad is good. Here we go. So it says, then the Lord will accept the gifts of Judah and Jerusalem. It will be as it was in the past. as the time long ago. Then I will bring you to justice. I will be an expert witness and testify about the evil things people do. I will speak out against those who do evil magic and commit adultery. I will speak out against those who make false promises and cheat their workers and don't pay them the money they promised. That's about to be our next president, is it not? Not gonna lie, I felt like giving up sometimes. I needed to hear this. We all do. You go through seasons in your relationship. You done went through seasons in your marriage. Being in a relationship with God is just like that. You're not always gonna like what he say. He ain't always gonna like what you say, but y'all ain't going nowhere. Same thing. You might not feel as close on Tuesday as you feel on Friday. You hear me? You might feel misunderstood in your relationship. You understand? It's a real yes. Yes. Sometimes y'all not talking as much as y'all used to. Sometimes y'all schedules don't align. It's the same thing. But then your husband come to you and say, I need you to make some time for me. Today. Matter of fact, we got 15 minutes right now. I just need a little bit of your time. Sometimes God will do that. I know you're busy with the kids, but come talk to me. Go sit on the toilet, get your journal out, and start writing. You said, get out of my business. I'm going to just go right here to the word right here. So it says, I will speak out against those who do evil magic. Please tell me the definition of control. I have a story concerning what you said. I'll share once I drop off my passenger. Okay. What's the definition of control? Hey? The power to influence or direct people's behavior or course of events. The power to influence or direct people's behavior or the course of events. What does magic do? What's the definition of magic or magic spell? Determine the behavior or supervise the running of. Okay. What's the definition of magic or magic spell? It could be an illusion. That's one of the names for magic, but it's something specific I'm looking for. The power of apparently influencing the course of events by using mysterious or supernatural forces. The power of apparently influencing the course of events by using mysterious or supernatural forces. So control and magic are the same thing. Y'all just read the definitions. Ain't that basically the same thing? So when you work magic or you're controlling or you are being controlled by someone or you are trying to control someone, you are actually practicing magic. Because God says he is the leader of your life and he wants to be in control. You said spell, to find out by study or come to understand. Interesting. It was, but it was never supposed to be used for humans. It's one of the secrets that the angels brought down that they were not supposed to. Because then they started to make people do stuff against their will. That's what a love spell is, or a money spell. hmm So, right here, when God says, I will speak out against those who do evil magic and commit adultery. Says most people. It says a lot of people. Get in line. It says a lot of people. Get in line. It's a lot of wish to take it. You know what I'm saying? But get in line. My mama, these niggas, the kids. Yep. Listen, yes, in a way, Mariposa. It depends on you're supposed to ask God for it. He's gonna send it to you. Around one of my passengers that I picked up earlier this year told me the story about how he was a hoodlum. He was a person, and how his life was spiraling downward until he met Jesus and turned his life around, where Jesus had him clean up his life and wind up going to law school and wind up being the second best in his law firm, right behind his son who followed in his footsteps. Y'all heard that? And now he's taking high costing cases, but he gives back to the community and does pro bono who can't afford lawyers. Come on. You gotta go to the ugly to know what to do when you get through the top, and people don't believe that. You know, okay. I'm gonna tell you why that's relevant, Mari. Listen. Do you want to know why that's relevant? And I just thought about this today. I was kind of upset when I had to learn how to make bread. I was kind of upset when I had to go through the ugly things that I felt like I shouldn't have to be going through. But to come on here and see folks making bread and this and that and grinding their own meat and all of those things, it made sense. Because had I never had to go through that ugly, there are a lot of people that might not be doing stuff that is going to be very valuable now. Somebody had to go through the ugly to see where the need is. I'm sure that Joseph had some hungry days in prison. So then when he got to the top, he said, wait a minute, I remember when we only had bread and water in the joint. Let me go on and tell these niggas, everybody at the end of the week, we all going to the grocery store. Everybody bring a van with them, and we about to load up just in case our neighborhood grocery stores don't be having nothing, we can feed these kids. If he had never been a hungry kid that went in the cabinets and didn't have nothing and then went to jail and didn't have no commissary and all of these different types of things, maybe Joseph would not have moved the way that he did when he was in a position of power. But because he understood what it was like to be without, what it was like to not be in control of what you want to eat, or for there not to be much, then he moved differently. Chris, working is not always punching a clock. I work every day. And I did even before this. I did the same thing that I do right now every single day for over 20 years. I don't know if you've ever been here to tell me hear me tell that story, but work is not always what some people think it is. People think if you don't clock into a place that you don't have a job, or if you're not a business owner, you don't have a job. God pays salaries too. If you're available to counsel people, if you're available to pray, if you're available to help folks understand a different, like, he pays salaries too. So I think that work has been, oh, if you don't have a career, if you don't have this, if you don't have that, well, you hear me? People feel like, I mean, moms don't get paid to be a mom, but that's the hardest job in the world, putting out productive people. They don't get paid $1 for that. And they don't never get to quit that job either. Even when they don't want to work, they have to. I'm trying to tell you. But seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be added unto you. Bow, bow, bow. I'm trying to tell you. I was reading a journal entry I wrote at the beginning of WOU, and I called us the Hard Knocks of WOU. I'm happy y'all going back and reading y'all journal so y'all can see how crazy y'all used to be. And look at you. Just look at y'all tamed and stuff now. Y'all don't be throwing food on the floor or nothing, wiping stuff on the walls. Y'all eat like well-behaved children now. Y'all used to pick up the food and say, "What is this? I don't like this. Ugh." Did you even try it? No, because it's ugly and I don't like the way it looks and I'm not putting it in my mouth. What is this? Ew. Here. Dropping stuff on the floor. Throwing stuff. Wiping it off your hands and onto the walls. And look at you. Whatever's put in front of you, you try it first. You hear me right. You tried first. Oh, y'all laughing because y'all know it was y'all throwing food at me. I done cooked all this food and you had a nerve to throw it on the floor. I ain't gonna make you eat it. I'm not gonna make you eat it. Do you want to try it or not? I don't know. Well, you're not gonna come get it off my plate. Do you want to try it or not? You want to try walking with Christ this way or not? You want to try to keep your legs closed or not? You want to try not to spend up all your money to impress people that don't like you or not? Do you want to know another way to get into heaven or not? Do you want to keep thinking you're a good person, or do you want to know you're a good person or not? You said that wasn't me, it was them. No. I knew I done got something thrown at me from you. Maybe it was only a little bitty chickpea, but it was something. You said you had to go there. I'm just saying. Do you still look at your experiences like shameful things, or do you now look at them as tools to help somebody else? How do you look at your life experiences now? You walk around with a coat of shame on, or you be like, "Oh, girl, let me tell you what God delivered me from, and he can deliver you too." Tools to help. Okay. That was me at first, but now every day play that is put in front of me, I eat because I know I'm going to be nourished. Yeah. Tools to help someone else because I'm not there anymore. I'm not ashamed. Come on. I didn't throw stuff, but I did stomp off. And you said grab it and ball it up. And they will do it. Be squeezing it. Y'all, no, eat it. And y'all playing with the food. Just, No, you eat it. Looking at it and smelled it and tried to look at it and did like this on the thing. Listen, I just dropped a link with all my people. Have a problem, go to YouTube and learn some value. So you might be the reason I be getting the weirdos over irritation. That's what you're trying to say? No, I'm just playing. I'm joking. I just acted like I didn't hear it. I know. All of y'all. But guess what? Grabs a pitchfork and tomatoes. I'm trying to tell you. With a whole basket strapped to your back. Quit playing. I know what it is. I know, but now look at you. Y'all not babies no more. Y'all about toddlers. Y'all about toddlers. Now y'all still gonna look at me crazy and sniff some stuff. Sniff the food if it's something new I ain't put in front of you. Be looking at it a little bit. But you might just like pick up a little bit and like lick it and see if you like it and try to chew it up first. Scoot it over to the side, eat what you like, and come back and go and try that. So I ain't forcing you to eat that first because it's new. Eat what you know, and then come back. But you gonna try that before you get up from this table. You're not gonna not try it. You can taste it, and if you don't like it, you can come back. But don't come over here trying to get none off my plate because the same thing that's on my plate is on your plate. Kids don't want to eat it on their plate because they think you got something different. No, I don't got nothing different over here. Ain't nothing different. It was cooked the same way, cut up and seasoned the same way. Oh, I'm about to make me some cauliflower. What time is it? It's 5 o'clock. Okay, am I the only one that feel like the days is like 7 hours long? I mean the whole 24 hours. Am I tripping? Hey, Pumpkin. I just talked about you yesterday. I spoke you up. Somebody came here and asked me would I be on their podcast. I said, listen, I'm not being on nobody podcast till I get on the Great Woman podcast. And I ain't seen you, and you in here today. Literally, didn't I, y'all? Who was here? Who was here when I told that guy that though? He might be here. Girl, I literally was talking about you yesterday. Yeah. It was yesterday. He was like, I need you to do a pod. I said, for what? And girl, you done showed up today. That's crazy. You said you've been watching silently. Okay, because I sure talked you up, babe. Because, yesterday. That's spooky a little bit. But he be doing what he do. Send me what you want me to talk about. Because, I'm still nervous. Girl, this podcast is crazy. The people be crazy. Just send me whatever I'm supposed to. Email me about what you want me to look into or what I'm supposed to be saying. I don't want to just get on there and talk. You got to give me something so I give my. Because, see, that's what I be nervous about. Because everybody ain't ready. Y'all got to quit setting me up like that. Everybody ain't ready. We got to. Let's come with us something. And then we'll formulate something after that. We just talking about how y'all used to be throwing food at me. Like babies trying new sweet potatoes and stuff and peas. Frowning y'all face up. That's how y'all used to do me. Crazy here in the podcast talk I was talking to Mari about doing some weeks ago. Yeah. Y'all know plenty of people that came in here, asked me, and this is my thing. And I said if I did one, yours would be the first one that I do. So I'm going to keep my promise with that. So send me something. I just be nervous because y'all see how these folks be cutting up stuff and making it seem like a person said this. And I don't play that crazy stuff. So that's why all of the opportunities, most of them, I always say I'm going to do yours. So you send me something and we'll get it done. I'm serious. So I got to keep my word. But the rest of the people, because the way they be flipping on these podcast guests and stuff, baby, I'll probably be in jail. I'm trying to tell you, you ain't about to cut up my words and make me look crazy. Yeah, it don't matter. Yeah, folks, it's crazy. But give me like 2 subjects that you want me to talk about, and we can go from there. I got you. I'm not saying you. I don't have no. But you know how folks is, girl. These folks be just for clickbait. You saying a nephew, and that's why I just been staying over here in my own lane. Cause folks already did misconstrue things I done said and said all kinds of stuff. So I just be like, mm. That's just me though. You know what I mean? Everybody got their thing. You said, yes, I know I've had it done to me several times. And see, that's why I've been nervous right there. See, God be letting me know, man. And listen, I don't know if it's been podcast drama, but it seemed like in the last 3 years, it's been a lot of podcast drama. You see what I'm saying? And people was kind of calling me crazy in the beginning, but I kept saying, I don't know. I don't know if I got that in me. And then boom, it was all them people, and I was like, see, listen, and that's why I've been there, because people, they don't be right. They don't be right. Looks like next year is going to be the year for podcasts. Well, y'all gonna do them. I'll come watch them. Yeah, y'all gonna do them. I'll tune in. You gotta do it in a way that perfume. If you want to talk about it, you can say perfume. Perfume and a beautiful perfumed room and how it looks like it's painted as the sky. But you walked into the room and what was the perfume? It didn't smell good to you, or it made people sick? Is that what you're talking about with the perfume? Oh, okay. 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 Yeah. Yeah. Listen, it's a real thing. So also, real quick, did anybody get a chance to go watch the 2020? It was definitely B or C. But did y'all get the gist of what was going on in there? You can't write that word either, Glenda, not the A word. Mm-mm. You gotta do it different altogether. Cause once this goes away, like we are on our they about to get this page out of here. So we gotta be real careful, even with that. Like none of those words, none of that. We gotta like everything, everything. And I gotta keep saying that, but in a minute it ain't gonna be nothing said because this page ain't gonna be here because they waiting on the right thing. Too many of those comments and it's a wrap. So y'all gotta know that. Yeah, you good, but that's why. Well, no. I'm just telling y'all what I've been saying for a long time, and not nothing to you or you, but y'all know when I said the sorries, not, and I know y'all good, but I'm just saying when people say, "Oh, I'm sorry," but they kept doing it. Well, now WOU won't be over here no more. So, and I said that. I kept saying, "Okay, well, it'll be different when y'all come looking for me and you can't find me," and now it's a reality. It's a reality. So that's all. You gotta think. And now that's why everybody's saying stuff like Dior bag because they don't want their accounts to be taken away. You hear me? So, folks thought I was overreacting, but here we are. Anyway, if you got a chance to go watch the 2025 movie, it was kind of, but it had a lot of good points in it. Did y'all pay attention to like when it first came on? Huh? Huh? Did anybody go get a chance to watch the LD 2025 on Tubi last night, this morning? No. Okay. Mm-hmm. Some interesting stuff. It's like a B movie, but it's a whole bunch of stuff that's interesting. And this movie was filmed in 2021. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it gets a little whatever. I don't want to say the whole thing on here, yes, because, but it's what we was in 2020, 2025. So what they put us on in 2020, that's why I say LD 2025. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Very interesting. Very, 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 very interesting. Thanks for the heads up on the movie. Yep. Yeah, but don't tell the movie. Gotcha. But don't tell. I got you. But we gonna talk about it. I was just trying to see how many people. Don't spoil it. We'll just go on Tubi and type in 2025 and it'll come up. Do that. Go searching. Love you. Gotta go searching. 2025 on Tubi and just look at all the 2025 stuff. And since people been searching it, it's gonna come right up. Now it's like a B movie, but pay attention. No, it's not kid friendly at all. But you'll know that when you read the stuff. Y'all asking me questions y'all can figure out yourself. I love y'all. Okay, here we go. It says, I will speak out against those who make false promises and cheat their workers and don't pay them the money they promise. Don't that sound like what you no, Kevin. You might not know what this means behind me, but Seek and Find is like our logo. So if I'm not telling them, it's because I want them to go look. People are spoon fed information, and that's one of the things that I get you out of being over here. We are going into a space of time where nobody's going to have to spoon feed you nothing. If you don't know, you don't know. People might not even have time to stop and tell you. So you're going to have to get maybe a piece of it, and you're going to have to go looking after that. If I'm not saying it's for a reason, it's because I want people to get in the habit of seeking. The information is not just always going to be given to you. And that's where we at right now. Folks is so used to being able to ask Siri or whatever else it is, but we gonna have to go looking. And people get mad at me when I be saying this kind of stuff like, who is you, whatever. But these are all things that are about to be very valuable very soon, I promise. Because information is just not going to be as widely available as it is now. And the crazy thing is are they not restricting what you can say? More and more and more, your freedom of speech is being restricted, is it not? You can't even post certain things, whether it's your material, somebody else gonna have 70,000 views on it. But if you post it, I'm simple words. Here we go. Here we go. On here, everywhere else too, cause they hitting me on here too. And we talked about that. And people act like I was overreacting, and look where we at right now. Because now the new boss is saying that he can come after influencers for what information they're spreading. Did he not? They trying to get that in the law where news people and influencers can be punished or whatever else it is, taken to court or whatever. But when I was saying that 2 years ago, it was like, and now it's a reality. The people can show up at your door. That's been happening. So it wasn't really far fetched because it's happening in less than 3 years. Having to go look for information, right? Look at this. How is it that something that we all saw we can't find now? How many times has that happened to us being over here? We will study something, get all deep down into it, go back to look for it, and it has been scrubbed. We can't find it nowhere. Stuff we screenshotted ourselves, we know for a fact it was there because we all looked at it at the same time, and go back 6 months, a year later, and it's nowhere. They didn't change the meaning of it. It don't come up no matter where you. Yeah. Okay. So that being said, God didn't teach us to search for nothing. True information is disappearing. Yes, it is. Yes, didn't God say that though? He said that. The information was not going to be just wise counsel wasn't going to be just all out in here. And folks is telling people to do all kind of crazy stuff. Encouraging people to do things that could get them in the grave and all kind of stuff. We coming into a different time whether people believe it or not. And it's not going to be just however you want to say and do and be. And that's not going to be okay. It might cost you a lot, more than you know. Even the breath in your chest. But I got caught a lot of flack this whole time we've been doing that. And it's... Do y'all realize we got 2 days? Hey, Pumpkin. Things been getting crazy. Yeah, I've been looking. I've just been having to be real careful about what I talk about on here, but it's a lot going on. A lot. Yeah. I got the family watching Leave the World movie. Come on. I'm trying to tell you, Keish. Cause even that other one from Tubi, how do you not become overwhelmed? Prayer, and make sure you journaling and stuff. I mean, I don't think if you already knew it was coming, then that should give you some kind of peace that you already knew was gonna happen, so you're somewhat prepared for it. That's what I say. Like, it's not that I don't be like, ooh, this is crazy, but we know it's coming, and especially since God been giving us a play-by-play, it makes it a little easier. Interesting. You said Megapolis. Okay. Mm. You said the kids. Seeing all the stuff you talk about in class before I could say anything interesting. In the movie. Oh! Come on, babies. Come on, babies. They're like, wait a minute. TT Talk be talking about that in class. Hold up. Wait a minute, mama. Wasn't that in y'all class? Come on. You said, my son said, he said, what? That's funny. But didn't I tell y'all they was listening? He said, yep. We good. We got emergency stuff. Come on, nephew. And do. And how old is he, Keish? I told you these kids they be listening and they be watching. 8. 8. Not 18. Not 28. 8. And that baby said, oh, well, we don't got to worry about that. You can't tell me that it make you smell real good and you got a little butterflies in your stomach when you heard that. Yeah. Yeah, it's an older movie. It came out in 21. You hear me? Yeah. Guess what? They gonna be thinking about it too. Like, man, because kids is smart. Kids is smart. They'll start coming up with their own plans if something happened. They not gonna wait on you. Once they realize and believe what's going on is going on. Excuse me. They not waiting on you. They'll start coming up with their own plan. Well, if the bad man come in here, you gonna have to run them stairs and get mommy, and I'm gonna stop him. I'm gonna kick him in his shin, and then we gonna throw all the balls out. We're gonna let that thing out so he can trip and fall, and they'll come up with their own plan, babe. They don't need you. They trying to survive too. I know, because me and my brothers used to do it. We used to do it. Mm-hmm. We used to do it. Mm-hmm. And did. I'm trying to tell you. Mm-hmm. Let's get through here, though, y'all. Doing the Home Alone stuff. I'm trying to tell you. And was. So it says, I will speak out against those who make false promises and cheat their workers and don't pay them the money they promised. I will testify against those who don't help strangers or widows or orphans. And I will testify against those who don't respect me. This is what the Lord All-Powerful says. Y'all saw that? He said, I will testify against those who don't help strangers or widows or orphans. And I will testify against those who don't respect me. This is what the Lord All-Powerful says. And now this is what a lot of y'all pastors use, but they skip over that part. The part we just read about worrying about the people in your neighborhood while your church is big and fat and got all the beautiful bells and whistles, the people's houses across the street from the church is falling apart. Right, that. They skip over that part at this top part right here, that verse that is 5. They skip over 5. And they go right on to 6. And watch. I am the Lord and I don't change. You are Jacob's children and you have not been completely destroyed. But you never obeyed my laws. Even your ancestors stopped following me. Come back to me, and I'll come back to you. This is what the Lord All-Powerful said. And you say, how can we come back? People should not steal things from God, but you stole things from me. You said, what did we steal from you? You should have given me 1/10 of your things. You should have given me special gifts. In this way, your nation has stolen things from me. So bad things are happening to you. Who can say that they lived that? Anybody? Couldn't understand why crazy stuff just kept happening over and over and over. And maybe something you've read since you've been here, or, excuse me, you realize, oh my God, I'm hurting myself. I didn't even realize I was putting a hole in my own pocket. Michael said. Crazy, right? It's right here in the word. You said he tap dancing on me through you? Hilarious. Here we go. The Lord all-powerful says, try this test. Bring 1/10 of your things to me and put them in the treasury. Bring food to my house and test me. If you do these things, I will surely bless you. Anybody here did the $5 challenge? You said, man, that day you spoke about giving up control. Uh-oh. Anybody here did the $5 challenge? You got to give $5 away to a stranger. But before you do, you write down something that you would like God to do in your life. Anybody did? You put him to the test? Did he show up? Mm. Mm. Okay. Interesting. He said, good things will come to you like rain falling from the sky. Anybody feel like he been raining down blessings on you since you took the $5 challenge? It don't necessarily got to be finances. It could be the bills. You said me. You remember my recent testimony. Come on, Day. Come on, Day. Come on. You said too many to count. Every time you turn around, something going on for your good. So it ain't all the bad every time you turn around. You said in every area. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. I just wanted to see. It says you will have more than enough of everything. Anybody feel like that? You said, yes, he did. He showed up and showed out. Oh, okay. Okay. Mm. Mm. Was that the case before? Was there anybody that may have been living in lack that is not living in lack now? And you ain't got to tell us what your situation was. But were you in lack before you came here and now you don't know where you're going to put stuff? Or you always have enough? Maybe your account, it might not have a lot in it, but it don't be in the negative no more. Yes. Come on. Come on. Mm-hmm. The $5. Okay, so basically what you do is you take $5 and you give it away to a person you don't know. But prior to doing that, like if you want healing, if you want a new job, if you want whatever it is that you need, you write a list of the things that you want God to do in your life and time and date it. And then you take $5 and you just give it away to a random stranger. Somebody you don't know. It could be the person behind you. It could be whatever else it is. Just give $5 away. You said more than I can imagine. Come on. You said I always have enough with a few dollars to spare. Yeah. Yeah. $5 and some faith. How many of you have continued to write thank you lists since then? You said even in the negative, he still keeps blessing me. Come on. Come on. And will. And will. Y'all still writing? Anybody, any of your stuff off your list came together? Have you been able to mark offs? You said, so can the 10% all be given to homeless? Yeah, of course. Yeah. Yeah. the widows, the homeless, the kid in the street that you know they mama don't never got no food. Yeah. You said, yep, and the next day will come. Okay. 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 I'll just be willing to see. Okay. Just need one thing on my list. Dad got me everything I needed. Uh-oh. Come on. Come on. I just be wanting to see if y'all be seeing what I be seeing. So then y'all know y'all need to be sowing those seeds in other people's lives, right? The thank you list, the just get $5 away, write your list and tell God what you want. Thinking about it actually, yes, more than a few things. Okay, nephew. When I got a promotion, $5 raised and accepted into nursing school. Come on, KB. Come on. Got a $5 raise, so you gave $5 away. You got a $5 raise and got accepted in a nursing school. I see what's going on around here. I know it was some good blessings. They all on YouTube. Mm-hmm. They was recorded with folks telling us what happened. People think God need a lot. He don't. He only need a little bit. He only need a little bit. It's your faith that's going to really bring it to fruition. You know what I'm saying? But most people don't have enough faith that God can do it. But those are faith building exercises. Y'all realize that, right? Because once he did it with the 5, then you know he can do it with 10. Once he did it with 10, he can do it with 100. Once he did it with 100, he can do it with 500, 1,000, so forth and so on. You said, yep, just gave me Journal's Bible. And what? You said, yes, just gave Journal's Bible and list to family members. Come on, Janet. You said, I'm about to sow these seeds right now. You don't have to call me, write it down, and ask God about it. See what he say. That part. Here we go. So we said, good things will come to you like rain falling from the sky. You will have more than enough of everything. I will not let pests destroy your crops. I will not let pests destroy your crops, and your grapevines will produce grapes. This is what the Lord All-Powerful says. People from other nations, I've experienced this, will be good to you. You will have a wonderful country. This is what the Lord All-Powerful says. I've experienced this. Thank you, Dad. The Lord says, you said cruel things to me. Whoever didn't talk crazy, who didn't talk crazy to God before? Me. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh, okay. You said, ooh. Okay. Okay. Because I'm going to be honest. I put both my hands up. Me and half. Not that I'm proud of it. But you asked, what did we say about you? He said, you said it is useless to worship God. He said, I done straight up asked him what his problem with me was. The Lord says, you said cruel things to me. But you asked, what did we say about you, Dad? And he said, you said it was useless to worship me. What I'm going to try living for God for, and I'm already struggling. I might as well go out here in the streets and get it on my own if I'm going to be doing bad. Ooh. I might as well get me a man if I'm going to be struggling. I might as well go on and give me a little chick. I might as well go on and give me a second job. I might as well. I've been going to church all this long and I'm still struggling. I mean, you said, I plead the fifth. You said, I say, really, God? Okay. Oh. Interesting. Oh, I used to talk good and crazy. You said you didn't go that far. Oh, yeah, I used to talk good and crazy. I ain't even going to get up here in front. Did. I used to talk good and crazy to him. Good and crazy. Good and crazy. I did. That's why I put both my hands up. Oh, yeah, that was me. Me. Didn't realize how I was hurting his feelings and making him feel. Okay. Woo. You said it was useless to worship God. We did what the Lord All-Powerful told us, but we didn't gain anything. We cried like people at a funeral to show where we were sorry for our sins, but it didn't help. We think proud people are happy. Evil people succeed. They do evil things to test God's patience, and God does not punish them. I said all of those words. Then the Lord's followers spoke with each other, and the Lord listened to them. There is a book in front of him. In that book are the names of his followers. They are the people who honor the Lord's name. Hello? Hey? Y'all right over there. Okay, moving on. The Lord said they belong to me. I will be kind to them. Parents are very kind to their children who obey them. In the same way, I will be kind to my followers. You people will come back to me and you will learn the difference between good and evil. You will learn the difference between someone who follows God and someone who does not. Let me go walk my imagination. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You said guilty. I'm going in the corner. Taji talking about going to walk her imagination. You talk about... Oh, you said I had to pick myself up. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Not the fruits is back. I tried to give you some new stuff to taste. You said, no, you don't like that. You just spit it out. Let me wipe your mouth. Come here. Don't be spitting it out like that. You got to try new stuff. Give me your hands so I can wipe them off. Look at you just making a mess all over your place. He sure don't, Marisha. Flag on the field. Replay. You said replay that. Wait a minute. Hold on. What? I did crazy things. I was scared to say it. You said I did crazy things. I was too scared to say it. You said it in your mind when you went on and did it. You said it loud. Remember we just talked about it last night, nephew? Your thoughts is energy, electricity, light. You said it real loud in his ears. You just... You didn't think you said it out loud, but your body did. Or you're, driving to wherever you going. Yep, you said it real loud. He said, yep, that's what I'm going to do. He said, what was that? Did you hear that, Michael? No, the other Michael. Did you hear what Michael said? Yeah, he said it loud and clear. He about to go on and go on over there. You hear me? Listen, because if we did it, we said it here. You said, I knew that was coming, nephew. That's why he's judging us on our thoughts first. I don't want him to do that, but I know he is, and so we're just going to deal with it. But does it feel good? No. I want to think good thoughts all the time. That's why I used to play that song by that girl, Colby Calais, or however you say her name. Think good thoughts, baby. I used to have to put that on every morning for a long time. And yanks off the bill and throws it at you. I'm trying to tell you, Maury. I want it. I want it. No, I want it. I want it. That's how you... Yep. Yeah. You said, ooh, sweet Jesus. What's wrong, Katie? Katie said, wait a minute. Hold on. What? I told you, get your stuff on, get your tissues, and then get your shoes, your steel toes on, and get all of your armor, because what good, how many times have you heard what good is serving God done for you? People say, okay, so you serve God, but you still broke. No, you didn't. What your God do for you? You need a man in your life. No, God is good. Well, while you're walking, then if He good, then He's good even when I'm walking, because I don't have to be able to use these legs. If He let me walk to the bus stop, at least I can walk to the bus stop. I don't have to be carried to the bus stop. I don't have to. So yeah, He's still good even when I'm walking. Because I might walk and look down and it'd be a stack of hunters there, which has happened to me. He said, go on and walk now, don't wait. I'm like, God, well, you know my financial situation. He said, if you start walking, I'm about to take care of it. I told y'all what happened to me in the Goodwill. I kept saying, Dad, I need money. He said, I've already given you some. Look down under your cart. And there was a stack of crispy 20s right there. I said, no way! What the heck? And it's real. Did somebody lose some money? Everybody looked at me like I was crazy and went back to shopping. They said, you got to start walking, though. Because the blessing is on your stride. I've already placed it under a rock. It's waiting on you. But you got to get up first. So don't discount the walk. Because I'm going to put some coins on in the front of you when you get up and get started. It's done happened to me too many times. In the airport, everywhere. 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 Everywhere I go. Everywhere I go. You hear me? Everywhere I go, it's done happened. So that's why I be like, I know this the truth. When you start trying to line up and do what God wants you to do, it ain't nothing off limits to you. Nothing. Yep. It's a real thing. It is a real thing. It's a real thing. It is. How many of you have experienced God in a way that you never had before, and it was because you was just going to church at first, or you was just fulfilling what you thought your purpose was? Now you actually go to Him and ask Him how He wants you to live, and before you can even say you want it, He's sending it to you. Or He having somebody bless you with it, or He's sending the funds and then making it be on sale, or whatever else it is, your kids, whatever else it is. But when you was trying to do it yourself, it seemed like it was never in your grasp. You had to toil and struggle to get it. He said, the people that follow me, I make their burden light, baby. My followers ain't about to be tired and stuff and all worn out. I need to use them. So what good would it be for me to make you worn out? Then you can't work for me. That don't make no sense. That makes no sense. I know for a fact in the times that I was walking contrary to the way that God wanted me to go, my life was hard. And He says the way of a aggressor is hard. The person that is going, okay, find a scripture for me. Please. The way of a transgressor is hard. And read the scripture above and below that if there is one, please. And then tell me about the times when you was going against God's will for your life and see if that add up. to go. Some stuff I'm about to do. And I think I might take off tomorrow just because I got to get all that stuff out to the post office and all that stuff. So I ran out of gas one day. He sent help my way just to get us home. Yeah, he know what he gonna do. So, what we got? What's the scripture about the way of a transgressor is hard? What is it? What's the scriptures before and after that? Come on. You said in 1988. Come on now. It says, good understanding giveth favor, but the way of a transgressor is hard. Good understanding giveth favor, but the way of a transgressor is hard. Now that you understand God's word, have you been given favor? Every prudent man deals with knowledge, but a fool layeth open his folly. Interesting. Now that you understand what God don't like and like, have you been blessed? Have you been given favor? A wicked messenger falleth into mischief, but a faithful ambassador is health. Okay. Stirring up trouble, you messy. Some of y'all had to admit you didn't know you was messy. But once you stop being messy, God sent you some people that you can love on. Yeah. I don't want to go against God's way. That's a hard walk. What you want me to do? Because I don't want to do the rest of it. Because the rest of it had me broke down. The law of the wise is a fountain of life, to depart from the snares of death. I'm trying to tell you. And since you've been living a lot more wisely and trying to understand the way that God wants you to walk, look what's going on. See the difference? That last scripture says, you people will come back to me and you will learn the difference between good and evil. Do you feel like you're learning that now? My biggest piece of work is my temper in his mouth. I'm trying though. It's all right. Come on now, that part. You said you have to get new books. You lost your storage. Okay. It's fine. We reading in the scripture right now though, Pumpkin. Send me an email. Who knows the difference between good and evil? Are you learning the difference between good and evil? You said the biggest thing I've learned is the evil hiding in the good. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So can I ask you a question? Do you know the difference between a person saying they saved and actually living saved now? Are you learning that? How many of you are just no longer church people? You said good is a favorable character or tendencies. Your tendencies is good. You got a good character. Interesting. It says you will learn the difference between someone who follows God and someone who does not. Have you learned that? We got to use our manners, Tiff. But Malachi 3. One convo can tell a lot about a person and their character. Yes. Yes, don't want to be no jellyback. Come on now. Evil is arising from actual or imputed bad character or conduct or morally reprehensible. Yes. You welcome. But do you see how God does? Or just sitting back listening? Come on. Come on. All of it. This is the thing. Once you can see it for yourself, do it make your neck snap back sometimes? Like, and not saying nobody is perfect or judging nobody, but maybe stuff you probably back in the day, it wouldn't have really meant nothing to you. It wouldn't have pricked you the wrong way. Now you'd be like, whoa, you welcome. You would be like, whoa, you would do what to them? You don't care about backdooring them. You don't care about taking for, like the baby said, somebody called her lame because she didn't want to steal. Why would I want to bring more trouble on myself? If I get caught, I already don't got no money for no lawyer. I can't take off work because I already can't afford my bills. And you want me to do something that's going to put it even, because you're going to have to pay restitution if they let you out. You got to pay lawyer's fees. You got to take off work. You might have to be locked up for a couple of days or whatever else it is. Like, why would I bring more trouble on myself when I could just sit here and ask God to send it to me if he wants me to have it, and ask him to provide it? How many situations did you hop on that was not a come up? Been given a mean CERCA side eye. I'm trying to tell you. You want me to do what? Nah, bro, it's not worth it. Because I don't know how long I'm going to have to pay for that. I don't know what I'm going to have to give up because I did that. No, that's not worth it to me. It's not a good trade-off. No, oh, I can do this and I can do that. And God can do that too. And then I don't got to be bothered with the other stuff that I don't want to be bothered with. I'll take God for 200, Alex. I'll take God for 200. It's no honor among thieves. It's all bad. Doing wrong is not worth it. Come on. And that's why when people used to try to make me feel bad, I said, that's because you don't know. Oh, you ain't going to tell me what I don't know. Yeah, I know you about to go do something stupid, and I don't want no parts of it. I'm already struggling, or I'm already going through enough. I don't need to add no more chaos, drama, financial debt, or whatever onto my life trying to come up. You can't come up that way. You either have to go through the hard way and work God got a route out, but the shortcut ain't gonna be it. It's always gonna put you further back than you used to be, or you already was. No. And I don't care who get mad about it either. I ain't doing it. Oh, you scary. Right. Scared to have to keep going through the same dumb stuff and being in a worse situation than I'm already in. You right, I'm scared about that because I'm already about to break now. Facts, my husband is paying for his past. Listen, I got talked about for paying for our food when everyone else didn't, never ate out with them again. Right. You want me to be cursed. You realize that's what they saying to you. You realize that? Misery love company. Get yourself in trouble too. We're all doing it. We're all living miserable. Come live miserable with us. That's that crowd mentality. No. Y'all can live miserable. I'm about to walk by myself, and maybe I'll find a different way over here. Because looking for this, ain't nobody over here happy. Hey, ain't nobody over here happy. Nobody. So then why am y'all all grinding for this money and this and that, but y'all always mad. You hear me? Think about it. People that's always chasing money, ain't they always irritated? I mean, really irritated. Always. The niggas that's thank you. The niggas that's always trying to come up, they always falling right back into a hole. You thought you got over, but you didn't. Hey, pumpkin. You thought you got over, but you didn't. You didn't get over. You got under, because now you under more stress. You under more pressure. You might have another case. You might have one. You got under another body. Now you got another body. Like, no. Come on. Yeah. It's a real thing. But this is the thing. It ain't like God don't give you money. He just don't want money to be more important than him. And then he'll give you whatever you want. God can get you to a place. Listen. You won't even care about no money. You will not care about. You'll be like, okay, if I got it, I got it. If I don't, I don't. As long as I got everything I need, I'm not really worried about having a whole bunch of money. Because I have everything. The only time you want a lot of money is when you don't. But are you even going to be wise? Because like he said, if you're not wise with a little, he ain't giving you a lot. He ain't going to give you a lot if you're going to keep on blowing it and doing stupid stuff with it. You're going to take and work 40 hours and then hand your check to your 2-year-old. All the cash that y'all need for bills and this and that. No. Because you know that they don't understand what they holding in their hands. And it's a lot of us that are asking God for all of these different things, but we don't understand the responsibility of holding those things in our hand, or being in a position of influence, or being in a position of authority when it comes to work. Oh, I want to raise and I can do this. You ain't even mastered your own thing yet. But you always telling somebody else how you can do a better job than them, but you ain't even mastered your stuff yet. You still falling short on your stuff. You still ain't overcame your demons or whatever else it is, trying to tell somebody. And it's not saying you can't help nobody, but sometimes people think, whatever, but you ain't even mastered your position yet. Master your position. You hear me? The only position I'm trying to master is mine. I can't worry about what you do. I can't worry about what you do. Am I doing what God wants me to do? Am I mastering the skills that he's given to me to learn? That's all that matters. What you do don't have nothing to do with me, because I'm not going to have to stand in judgment for your calling. Does that make sense? Just like y'all not going to have to stand in judgment for the calling that God gave me. The only person that got to stand in judgment, God didn't judge all of the fig trees because that one fig tree didn't produce. He only judged that tree because that was the only tree that wasn't producing when he wanted it to. The other trees didn't have to get all shriveled up because that tree didn't work. You hear me? Think about it. He didn't get rid of all the fig trees because this one fig tree didn't work. He just shriveled that one. Everybody gonna be accountable for their own. That's the truth. So I love y'all. I'm about to go eat. I'll see y'all later. Well, I don't know if I'm gonna see y'all later. I think I probably might take off tomorrow because I got all of that stuff to send out and do all of that. So we'll see. And if I do come on, it'll be later in the day. Okay. But I love y'all. And I'm happy. And hopefully you learned something about yourself today. I keep saying my season is for learning. For God's next assignment. Yep. In real life. Everything that you learn is for the next assignment. Until it takes 8 hours to dehydrate bananas. Most stuff take that long, nephew. Most of your stuff gonna be between 8 and 12 hours, sometimes 24. It just depends on what you're doing with. That's why I know, right? But I mean, you learn, It's a skill you can, maybe find out if you can boil them a little bit for blanch them and then do it. See if that ruins them or anything. You never know. You said I dehydrated 6 bags of bananas, so y'all already know. Thank you. You're welcome. At least we learning. Cause think about it. They if you do the plantains and you dehydrate them, then you can turn them into plantain flour. Come on. You said your book is coming tonight. Come on. That part. Onions they take a long time because they got a lot of water in them. Yep. But I love y'all. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. Yeah. Everything. What about Fruit Loops? Excuse me.